What's up, everyone? It's me, CN.TSUKAIMA, and welcome to CN.Figures, Figures in your house. And for this tour review, we're gonna look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection action figure, Mighty Morphine Goldar. And this figure looks so sick, and I really love the boxes of these figures. Like I mentioned in my other videos, that they almost look like an ASH Figure Arts, but a little bit taller. And you can pick this guy at your local GameStop, not in Big Bad Toy Store because they don't have them in stock. And you can see him inside in this window box with accessories that he comes with. And there's a picture of the character, Power Rangers Lightning Collection, right here in the bottom, including the name of the figure. In this side, we get another picture of the character, including the back side with a pose. There's really nothing here, just a half of the picture of the character. But right here in the top, that's the name of the TV show, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I really love these Power Rangers a lot. And there's nothing in the bottom side or on the top side. So enough chatting, let's take this guy out. And there's the figure out of his box, and wow, this guy looks so cool with that energy effect that he comes. I kind of completely forgot that he comes with effect. It's just this makes this guy look so awesome. And Hasbro done a number making this guy. I really love that gold all around the body mold, and also that red paint apps around the waist and also the knees, including some of that black paint apps that he comes with. And like I mentioned, you can buy this guy at your local GameStop. And the way I see it, that this might be a GameStop exclusive because Big Bad Toy Store doesn't have this guy on stock. But I finally got this figure. I've been wanting it because some of my friends, they already had this figure before me, like my friend MaxD808, CB Hunts, and I don't know if my friend Nate the Simmons got this guy. I don't know. I'm gonna take a look on his hunts, but this figure is so amazing. And what I like is this effect. Alright, so enough chatting. Let's talk about his accessories that he comes with. And here are the accessories the figure comes with. And I'm gonna start with the energy effect first because I love how Hasbro done with these effects on these figures. You can see there's some sculpting, and I love the color of this effect. You can see there's some dark purple color with some light color. And this is what I call a work of art from Hasbro, and you can attach it on the sword here. And the sword came out pretty good. And they added this little red dot in each side of the sword, and some little bit sculpting teeth in the bottom. And right there in the middle with the red dot, they added a detail in each side. Some sculpting in the bottom. And this is how you attach it. Let me see. Let's see how it goes. There we go. And it looks so awesome with the effect on it. And he comes with one pair of extra hands, but different because this one's the fist hand or closing hand. And this one here is an open hand. And you can see his claws right there in the tip of the fingers. And the back side of the hand, you can see some sculpting like the knuckles right there. And also this one. And what I like is the energy effect. Looking sick. Okay, so now let's get back to the figure. And here's Goldar again. And I want to say that his face, it almost looks like an ape, don't you think? It's just, I don't know what he is. As for me, he's an ape with some armor. And they should at least give us an extra head for this guy, like an open mouth, but it didn't. But who cares? I like how they made him. But my figure doesn't really stand on his own because I try to do that, he really falls down. So I decided to stand him with a crooked ankle. And you can see that he has some red paint inside his neck. Can you see it right there? And I love that blue paint they added for his face. It's very great. You can see his wrinkles around there, his red color eyes but no eyebrows. There's his little monkey nose, and there's his fangs all sculpted good with the white paint and some gold detail right there on his chin. And I really like the helmet a lot. I could look at the helmet, like around this piece, he looks like he has a crown, nice detail, and also in the back, look at that nice sculpting. And the hair came out so good, including the ponytails. And each ponytail has a little white colored tip. Can you see it? And his neck, there's some red colored dot and some green colored dots around the armor. And they done a great job with the sculpting with the armor and also the detail. And also in the shoulder pads, I don't know how you call it, but I'm gonna call it shoulder pads. Also has some sculpting and also here a detail and sculpting in the back. And you can move them a little bit, not that much. And there's his muscles around the waist, more tiny green colored dots. And also here, I really like this detail on his armor and more sculpting. On his knees where the red paint, it also has some little bit gold paint around like a circle. And I believe these are his boots because look, there's a buckle in each one. So yeah, and also has some nice sculpting and also detail. And there's his foot, you can see his toenails, and also right there in the back, it's very great. And the back of his legs, there's his muscles, and there's his tail. Almost forgot about the tail. I really like this detail. It looks kind of funny, but I think he is an ape, but with wings around it. And oh, yeah, it also has some sculpting right in the back of his armor. But the wings, they done a fantastic job because look, feathers in each wing, and every feather has some gray color and also detail. But in the back doesn't has any gray color, but also has the same detail like the front, and more green dots and also sculpting here. I really like the wings a lot, but I like the blue paint on his face. It's very great. And also his armor on his arms, they've done a great job with it. And his hands, you can see sculpting right there on the fingers and also on the knuckles. And the back of the front of his hand, you can see his claws again. Man, they done a very great job making this figure. Like I mentioned, I love the blue color they did with his face and also the fangs. Now let's talk about his articulation. You can move his head side to side a little bit, but not rotation because of his hair right there in the back. He doesn't look up, but he looks down a little bit. You can open his arms this much. You can move them side to side, but not like a whole rotation. Bicep swivel, double jointed on the ankles, and also wrist swivel and also bibit. Torso articulation, you can bend back and front and rotation like a swivel. You can move his wings around and also open them. He doesn't open his legs this much, but he can kick a lot from the front, but not in the back. Double jointed on the knees and some ankle articulation. Comparing size time, but first to see how tall this guy is. He stands around just exactly 7 inches tall height. Here he is with my Lord Sid figure, and you can see that these two guys, they kind of stand the exact same height. And I hope they make a Rita figure in the future so we can complete the whole collection of the villains. And let me know in the comments which of these figures is your favorite, Goldar or Lord Sid. Me, Goldar. And here he is with my Overwatch figure Lucio, and you can see he's taller than him. And here he is with my DC Multiverse KG Beast, and you can see that KG Beast is taller than Goldar. And there he is with my favorite Martial Ed, Thanos. And there you have it, guys. And boy, this figure is so sick, and I really like it. And also, I love that energy effect they give him, and I also like the wings. Hasbro done a great job making this figure. So thank you, Hasbro, for making a figure of Goldar. Alright, guys, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to share this video, go ahead, be my guest. comment, but remember, do not leave any offensive comments or saying bad words. If you do that, your comment will be removed from this video. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos, like my toy hunts, like my toy reviews, like my unboxing videos when I get packages from Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store. And please follow me on my Facebook page, CN.Figures, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, be safe, keep on hunting, and keep on collecting. This is CN.TSUKAIMA and Goldar, and we are out in line.